Oh, yes. Yes.
Hey guys, welcome to Podcast vs. Player episode 46. I'm Cal, and as always, I'm joined by a man who has been questioning who a certain general failure is, and why is he reading his hard drive? It's only Dan.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, a little cheeky PC thing for
little
you.
Poke at my PC wound, yes.
Yeah, if you didn't read the article the other day, Dan's PC died.
Well, it didn't
Kind
die,
of.
just it had a stroke, I guess.
Only the one side of his monitor works now.
Yeah, it's fine though, everything's back on track. We lost a lot of content, unfortunately.
All our content.
Not all of it, anything that's sort of MMO based or stored online is usually fine. But Space Engineers, Minosaurs, Minecraft, Bombay's Alpha, Prime,
Magicraft.
all gone, unfortunately.
Yeah, and he had to reinstall all 4,000 odd games.
Yeah, and update all the Minecraft launchers and everything. It's been a big brouhaha, but we're back on course.
It's sorted now though. If it's
Yeah,
happy.
and hopefully it shouldn't happen again.
Touch wood.
Yes.
Would you like some news to cheer you up, Dan?
I'll have some bloody news, go on.
Footage of a cancelled Double Helix developed Justice League brawler has surfaced online. Bum, 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 bum. The game was supposed to be a tie-in title for the also cancelled Justice League film, directed by George Miller, according to leaked images and information, dated from 2012. So that's like 3 years ago. John Gwynn, the game's artist and now Rockstar San Diego staffer, said at the time the third-person brawler had been in production for 2 years after the film was ditched. There is actually a video up of this game. It would have been released on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It's only like it's about a minute and a half long, and it's just Batman beating the shit out of Superman. But it actually looks pretty good.
Unlike Injustice?
It's basically Injustice mixed with Naruto Shippuden. So it's like a
Bullshit then, basically.
No, it's like a big arena. Instead
Yes, it's like
of
bullshit
2D.
then, yeah.
It's quite cool. It looked alright.
Yeah.
Considering it was raw footage, so nothing was polished or anything, the graphics actually wasn't too bad. And with the exception of a couple of times where they got stuck in the air when they got uppercutted, like the controls and like the attacks and stuff seemed quite cool. But it was basically Injustice, but in an arena. But
Yeah, I'll check that out.
that was just the versus mode though. Apparently there would have been like a story mode, and I imagine it would have been similar to what was that Marvel game, Rise of the Imperfects? Marvel Nemesis. Do you remember that?
Marvel Nemesis?
Yeah, it's kind of like it was basically EA made mutants, like they made their own mutants called the Imperfects, and like the X-Men and Spider-Man and stuff, they had to go and take them all on. But each of the Marvel heroes had their own Imperfect that they'd have to fight at some point. It was quite shit, but I enjoyed it.
I was quite interested in that until you just said that.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it when I mean, it's a good few years ago.
Yeah.
And I had it on the original Xbox. But it was alright. It was fun. It was different.
I don't know. I'm pretty much, other than with the exception of like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken, and maybe something like Dead or Alive. You know, those are the sort of the big players when it comes to your standard sort of 2D.
Yeah,
beat 'em up
it
sort of
wasn't
things.
like that. It was more like do you remember Power Stone on the Dreamcast?
No, I didn't have a Dreamcast. Come on, that's standard.
Loser. Well, I'd say it's more like the X-Men RPG.
Oh, Destiny.
No, Ultimate Alliance.
Well, that was Destiny as well. But yeah, Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, yeah. Well, that I could deal with because I did quite like...
but no RPG elements.
Yeah.
You basically just had a big level to jump around in and battle.
See, that's the thing, like with you know, Marvel and DC characters, you know, the big characters, you know, they need... It, you know, whenever you watch an animated film, or any film actually, or read any comic when they're actually going full toe-to-toe with like a big opponent, they're not restricted to like one room. They go flying about the city, they, you know, go underground, they get knocked into space and all that sort of stuff, and it's just impossible to do that sort of fighting.
Well, there was actually a canned Marvel game, and the I can't remember what it was called now, but basically the footage had I think it was Hulk and maybe Captain America fighting, but like it was like half the size of a GTA map. It was
That's
fucking
good. That's
huge.
what you need. You need like run up space, and you need to be able to throw someone for miles, that sort of thing. If they could do that and get it on that sort of scale, that'd be more realistic rather than Injustice, where it's just in an alley. Superman and Green Lantern in an alley,
And then they cheat by having
don't go anywhere.
a quick video where they chuck you through a building, you go in another building.
Oh yeah, I don't like that at all.
You're in the same level. Come on.
Yeah, I mean there's only once, maybe twice you could do that, and you go, oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, it's that same move again. Oh, it's that same move again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that same move. Yeah, I'm taking this off.
Imagine a fighting game like the size of like DC Universe, like the size of Gotham.
It would be if it was more like PlanetSide, where there was like literally hundreds or thousands of people in one map in one instance, and it's literally just an all-out brawl constantly, like the ring wars that you get in DC Universe Online, where it's like big PvP events, and it's just the Green Lanterns in Sinestro Corps just beating the shit out of each other. Something like that would be fucking brilliant. It would get quite boring after a while, I assume, because there wouldn't be much story element to it. It would just be a huge, big fight. But if they did it like the Just Cause 2 multiplayer, and someone just made it, and just when you could just take a random character and you can just go in and just leather everybody.
Can you imagine it though? You just like somebody's playing as Spider-Man, someone's playing as Captain America, etc. And then say your team is winning, and then all of a sudden the Hulk just comes plowing from a plane.
Yeah, and absolutely tears through everything.
Yeah.
Whipping people into buildings and stuff.
That'd
be brilliant. I'd love that. That'd be fucking awesome. I mean, and people might say, oh, it's like the Marvel Ultimate Superheroes or whatever it is, their MMO.
That's
Something
shit,
like
though.
that. And Infinity Crisis as well, the DC one. They're both basically the same thing, but with their own characters.
Yeah, they just swapped them around.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking like a big third-person. Oh, do it for the Kinect or something. Just get some gimmick on board.
No.
It would make it more interesting as to say, well, there's no story mode, but you can flail your fists around, and like the Rancor thing you can do on the Kinect for Star Wars Kinect, where you could run around as Rancor and smash stuff up. Something like that with the Hulk.
It's not even real, and you've lost me already. I was so on board for this.
I'll change my pitch when it comes to going to 2K or something like that.
Anyway, moving on to games that are also maybe possibly rumoured to be made. A remake of Quantum Dream's Fahrenheit, or Indigo Prophecy as it was known outside of Europe, has been leaked by Amazon. According to the Amazon listing, the remastered edition features updated graphics, full controller support, and is based on the uncut/uncensored international version of the game. Now,
I'm still not sold.
Yeah, this is apparently going to be out on January 29th, which is 4 days away. For $10 it's listed for, so it'll be... I don't know how much that'd be over here, because...
It's about £7.50, £8, I think.
I'm still going to push out and say it'll still be a tenner.
I'm quite dubious over the fact if it even exists.
Providing it exists.
If it exists, I will buy it immediately.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. If it's not bullshit and someone hasn't hacked Amazon or whatever, because when you sent me a text about this morning, I woke up to it. I was just like, what? And then immediately went on Quantic Dream's website, checked on. There was like something on GameSpot for it as well.
Yeah.
And there wasn't any mention of it on their own website, and that seems a little strange. The fact that obviously me and you are quite big fans of this, and we haven't heard anything about this apart from
literally
5
nothing.
days before it comes out.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Quantum Dream have actually been teasing something over on achillingfeeling.com. Don't know what it is, and there's no real indication of it, but it's...
Well, I tried to go onto their Twitter as well to see if they'd said, yeah, it's all true, you can go and buy it off Amazon, or it's just, no, this is bullshit. Someone's hacked us or whatever. Someone's making this up.
Not a sausage. Nothing.
No. I want it, don't get me wrong. But I'll wait until the 29th.
Seems odd that it'll be on PC though.
guess, but if you're making a remastered version, I suppose you might as well try and open it up to as many people as possible.
I guess. I mean, it was available on PC originally. It's like a PS2.
Yeah, it was in like 2005. That's like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but considering Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls are PlayStation exclusives, you'd think obviously that's where the market is.
It depends if that's their new contractual obligation. You know, that we only want to work with the PlayStation guys, or if it's like
I'm pretty sure Quantum Dream are PlayStation developers now. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have thought so. So it makes sense, but if that, to me, opens that up then, because if they say, well, we'll re-release Fahrenheit or Indigo Prophecy on PC, this sort of remastered version, we'll tidy Beyond up and Heavy Rain, and we'll make them available for PC as well. Because it's not as if the PC can't handle it.
No, it won't be the fact they can't handle it, but obviously the contracts, they are PlayStation exclusives, whereas Fahrenheit wasn't.
Yeah. But if there's a statute of limitations on this thing, so they get exclusivity to their console only for 10 years, 15 years, whatever, and then they can do whatever the hell they want with it. Or if someone buys the rights to it, you never know.
But it won't have gone up yet then.
No, not yet. No.
Heavy Rain hasn't been out that long. Beyond definitely hasn't.
No, that's only been out for about a year and a half or something. No, 2 years.
It's about 2 years now.
Yeah. But either way, it's an exciting prospect, and I don't like the fact that if this is actually coming out, that it's completely slipped our radar without.
I'm not 100% sure how well Fahrenheit / Indigo Prophecy sold first time round, but I'm pretty sure it'll sell even less if they don't advertise.
Well, according to their own website, which obviously may be slightly biased, Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy was one of the highest acclaimed, or the highest acclaimed game on the PlayStation 2 and Xbox, alongside with Grim Fandango for the PC.
But Psychonauts was critically acclaimed, but it's sold like 500 copies.
True, it depends on who you ask and what sort of statistics.
Yeah, it can
they're
get
looking
really
at.
good reviews, but it doesn't mean it's sold very well.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, I'd like to think that even if it isn't true, they'd say, well, there was a lot of good press for this. Maybe we should. Or maybe they're doing what they did with the Deadpool film, and this is just kind of like a little teaser.
Maybe, yeah.
And they go, I actually know this isn't. No, that's bullshit. But when you've got 55,000 people saying, actually, that's a fucking brilliant idea, make it. Maybe they'd look into it.
Can't be that hard.
I guess not. I mean, even the sort of the new HD remake still looks bullshit.
Yeah.
But it's still a little bit, a little bit tidier. I assume the controls will be a little bit cleaner. So I'd still pick it up, especially for £8 or whatever. Definitely.
Bargain. Really good game.
I'd still pay that for the original, to be honest.
But you haven't.
Well, no, because I'm not an idiot.
Anyway, speaking for not paying for things, Windows 10 was revealed this week by Microsoft, and for a limited time, which is a year after release, Windows 10 will be a free upgrade for Windows 7, 8 and 8.1 users, which we called.
Yeah.
Well, you called. I disagree.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure this is something that we talked about a while ago, to say that they just skip 9 altogether and just go straight to 10, and that's exactly what's happened.
And you said it'd be
it would be free. Yeah, it'd be a free upgrade. Yeah, because that's exactly what you get. If you get 8, you get 8.1 for free. So it would only make sense if 10 comes out to upgrade to 10 for free. A year, I suppose, is fine.
I think it's to get more people off 7.
Yeah, fuck 7.
But if people with 8 have to miss the free upgrade, obviously people kick the fuck off.
True. To be fair though, when my computer had its stroke the other week, like when I reinstalled everything, it was back on 8. Then I went on Microsoft's website to say, you've broken my computer, I want 8.1 back please. And it was like 80 quid or something for 8.1.
What?
I was just like, I'm not paying like 80 quid for 0.1 of an upgrade to an operating system. You can fuck straight off. And then like 3 days later it came up and said, you've got a free upgrade to 8.1, click here to download.
No, I didn't pay for it.
No, neither did I. But maybe it's just like a registration delay kind of thing. So it re-registers it all and then the upgrade comes through for free. But yeah, I would have sent them quite a strongly worded email to say, I'm not paying 80 quid to have the same operating system that I had before. Your stupid diagnostic system broke my computer.
That's disgusting.
It would have been, but they've saved themselves. And
this time,
I can put my pen and blood quill away, so I don't have to.
Why have you got a pen and a blood quill?
Because I like to sketch it out in pen first and then
trace over it.
Yeah, trace over it in blood.
That's how the pros do it.
Yeah.
With Windows 10, you also get access to the Xbox app, which will be pre-installed on the system. And with that, you can send messages to your Xbox friends, see who's online, basically all the shit you can do on the Xbox social side. But you can also stream your Xbox One games to your PC, which I think is quite a nice feature. But again, it's something that is already available on PS4 and Vita. You will actually be able to stream it to Microsoft's Surface tablets and Windows phones as well.
It is still redundant though.
Pretty pointless, I must say.
Because if you can play your Xbox One games on your PC, then why would you if you've got an Xbox?
I suppose
it doesn't make any sense.
People who haven't got more than one TV. So if someone wants to watch the TV, you can play on the computer or your laptop or your tablet or whatever.
That's assuming it doesn't need to be on like the same channel or anything. Because this is still the 360 obviously, but my 360 Slim, it won't turn on until the TV's on.
That's a HDMI thing.
Is it?
Yeah. But if you're already playing it and then a wife or a girlfriend or kids going, I want to watch this, it's already on, so you just boot it up on the computer. So as soon as you change the channel, it doesn't matter because it's already on. You're not going to come in, put your laptop on and go, I think I'm going to play a bit of nothing because there's no games. But no, it's a feature that should have been there from the start.
It should have been, but I guess it means that they're going back and sort of saying, what can we do to make things better?
Yeah, basically. Xbox 2. There is talk, Phil Spencer has said they are looking into doing it the other way around, so you can stream your PC games to your Xbox. So if you want to play DayZ on a bigger screen and you haven't got access to plug in your computer, you can play it through your Xbox.
Yeah, actually that would make more sense doing it the other way around, yeah.
But that does kind of leave Steam boxes redundant. So Steam might not be even an option.
That's not their problem though, is it?
No. Well, I imagine they'd have to get Steam's permission to be able to send the games to the Xbox. It might literally just be PC games, like discs and stuff.
Like Microsoft Studios kind of stuff.
Yeah, basically Microsoft games.
Well, Fable and Black and White then.
Well, Fable will actually be the first game to feature crossplay. So if you've got it on PC and your friend's got it on Xbox One, you can play together.
Ooh.
Which is an interesting...
And is this actually confirmed this time? Or are we going to have to...
That's 100% confirmed.
Right, so we're not going to waste a bunch of time pissing about, waiting for everything to install, and then it turns out it's not.
Nope. It's done. It's confirmed. Fact.
Excellent.
100% true.
Well, I probably won't do that, because Fable's dipped.
Yeah, Fable 2, yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, that was the pinnacle.
But
yeah, definitely.
This Fable Legends, I've not got a lot of hope for. Moving on, our main story for today. That was very mundane. Didn't do that. Moving on.
More effort.
Our main story for today. Batman may appear in Suicide Squad.
What?
Batman may appear in Suicide Squad.
Wow. It's even better the second time.
I know, yeah. Latino Review released details of the upcoming film's plot, which I'm not going to go into because I don't want to spoil anything, and it may or may not be true. So, but in it included some information that possibly Batman, aka Batfleck, will appear through video recordings, and that'll obviously just announce his presence in the Suicide Squad film. And apparently, as well as that, he will appear in a actual in-story scene. I assume it'll be at the end of the film, focused on certain circumstances involving the Joker.
Well, that again answers our question. Well, our sort of theory question from a couple of podcasts ago when we said, are the Dawn of Justice, Superman, Batman, and the Suicide Squad going to be set in the same universe?
Mm-hmm.
Clearly they are.
Apparently so. Obviously, this is rumours.
If that is true, yeah, then they definitely are, which means that any kind of crossovers or putting the Suicide Squad into a JLA film as some kind of bad guy or mercenary good guy, whatever. But that's good. That means it'll open up a lot more characters to sort of drop in and out.
Because this picks up after the Dawn of Justice film, and there's no reason why it won't be. He won't be in the Suicide Squad. We've already seen him, but this could pave way for like a solo Batman film.
True. Do you know what I would like to see that would actually work in that exact setup?
Wolverine.
No. The Batman Assault on Arkham film. Just make that live action. Sold.
Well, but that's already out though.
Don't get it.
Well, if we're doing that, I want Under the Red Hood.
True.
I'd actually rather have Under the Red Hood.
Yeah, but that's a Suicide
Squad. That's a sequel.
Yeah. But no, Assault on Arkham, that has got the Suicide. It's a different lineup, obviously, but it's still the Suicide Squad with Batman, the Joker, Arkham Asylum. It could run into Gotham. Oh, the possibilities. It wouldn't.
No, it's not going to happen at all. But they could do it. All they got to do is switch the lineup. Well, they could keep the same lineup they've got.
Well, no, yeah, I don't think it really makes any difference as to which lineup you keep, because most of them get killed off.
As long as it's Harley's in it, nobody's going to give a shit.
Exactly. It was just Harley, Deadshot, Joker. They were the main ones.
Yeah.
Everyone else was just sort of, you could swap them out with anybody and it'd be fine. There you go, bang. Suicide Squad, Arkham, Assault on Arkham. That's the one.
Yeah, another big budget studio we've done their job for.
Yet again.
I can't wait for these checks to come in. No, I think it could happen though. There's no reason why that won't happen.
Yeah.
Paves the way nicely.
Well, don't forget, most Marvel films have got sort of loads of sort of Easter egg kind of things, other characters that haven't been shown yet mentioned on TV and, news reports and stuff like that. So, but just for some recording, just saying, "This is Batman. I know who you are. I know what you're up to." Just something like that, like a 30-second clip. Could be. He trained Batman, come on.
That's true.
But that's the easiest thing in the world. It's a bit of a cop-out, because if you're going to put him in it, put him in it.
Well, they did
Don't
it on
just put him
Arrow
on a
with
video,
Harley.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's just because you can't really put her in there. It's still quite a big role to fill.
I'm surprised they did it at all.
No, I love the fact that they did.
Well, no,
because it is just dropping those massive hints.
Without the Joker, there's no Harley.
Yeah.
Without Batman, there's no Joker.
Yeah.
So, theoretically, what they did was said, there is Batman.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if they've mentioned Harley, they mentioned the Suicide Squad. In the latest episode of Flash, they had Flash with a Batman comic. They're clearly not too bothered about dropping hints.
Yeah, I think they're more Easter eggs than it's not going to lead up to anything big.
Oh no, I don't. No, I don't think it's going to show up. And it's just like, oh my god, I've got a comic book of you. I just think that they are still saying, don't forget, we're not afraid to say that Batman, Superman, they're all still in this universe. Yeah, they are still about.
Which I like. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, they do it with Constantine as well. They put Dr. Fate's helmet in Constantine. And that, again, is just to say, we're part of a bigger universe. Everyone, don't forget us, please.
Well, it's not really the same thing, but on a deleted scene on X-Men, the Wolverine, sorry, and they had like a scene where Wolverine opens, he gets given this like wooden case and he opens it up, and like the tan Wolverine costume's in there.
Nice.
And everyone's like proper going fucking crazy, thinking like Days Future Past he's going to wear the costume. He didn't, so it was annoying.
Oh.
But yeah, it was there, and they had like the mask and everything, the gloves and that.
Well, he didn't have a costume in Days of Future Past, did he?
No, but
other than his sort of 30 seconds when he was in the future.
Yeah, that's what I thought it'd be like. They'd have like some part where he'd actually be in a suit for at least a scene.
No, because then they'd all have to be, and then I think it would just kind of kill the serious mood of like, the world's ending, basically. And then they're all in ridiculous outfits.
Oh.
If you went back in time and he was in the original Wolverine outfit with a big hood, like the big hat
Yeah,
thing.
the cowl and that.
And he was just like, "What the fuck am I wearing? God, I forgot about this." That would have been because that's
what I
all
mean,
you would
just
have had to have
anything.
done. Yeah.
It'd been awesome. But look at Batting the Sun. I know we talk about Batting the Sun a lot, but they are fucking A's.
Yeah.
The Wolverine versus Predator fight. That's the costume. That's the same costume. That's the tan costume.
Yeah.
That didn't look stupid at all.
No, that worked. But he was fighting Predator, so I guess anyone could say it doesn't really make any difference as to whether he looks any good in it or not.
Well, no, but
It still worked.
in a world where Superman wears his pants on the outside.
Not anymore, he doesn't.
Oh, no, that's true. He goes commando now. Mini Soups is on show.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. A little bit of news. DayZ has sold 3 million copies now.
Woo!
2 of those Dan brought.
Yes.
So congratulations, Dan.
Thank you very much.
And H1Z1 is broken.
I don't know if we talked about this before.
We have. It's just gotten worse.
I'm going to say it again. Told you so.
The worst of it is, though, you know when we was
Told you so.
You know when we was talking about these airdrops?
Yeah.
Pay like £5 for an airdrop or something.
Yeah, and you get like guns and ammo and
No,
stuff.
it's random.
Oh right, excellent.
And
so it's just the same as any other MMO lockbox.
And it also, wherever it lands, so do a load of zombies.
Right, so if you've bought this thing because
You're an
you
idiot.
haven't got enough equipment, and you get the airdrop with a bunch of stuff that you can't fight off because you don't have the right equipment, and then
other
you finally
people can
beat
get
them
it.
all. Yeah, and then other people will see it as well. And then you get there and it's just full of biscuits. It's hardly worth it, is it?
So it's going really well.
I'm absolutely... I can't believe people bought into it.
As soon
to
as
be
it
honest.
goes into actual free-to-play, I'll try it.
I will, because I'll have to.
There's actually a really funny video of 2 guys live streaming, and they're literally playing for like 2 hours looking for a car, and they find a car, and then the one stays with it, and the other guy goes out, he goes to like find like the spark plugs and the battery and everything.
Yeah.
Another couple of hours go by, they find it, they find everything, put it all in, like whoa, drive off, hit a wall, and the car blows off. And there's literally like silence for like 3 minutes, and then they just burst into laughter. It's really funny. They obviously, you don't get to watch, unless you're watching the live stream. They basically like fast forward everything, and it's like however much time's gone by. But it's quite funny. But no, I'm not. No way am I paying for it. So as soon as it goes completely free to play, I'll check it out.
For an alpha, like an early access alpha, you have to pay for it. Fair enough. I've paid for alphas before. I don't mind that. They should have done it for free, as it's going to be a free-to-play game anyway. But whatever. But then putting paid content into an early access alpha, what the fuck?
You should get that for free.
It's not. It's bad enough that you've got to pay for it in the first place. But then to say, well, if you want to do anything decent, got to pay more. Got to pay more, guys.
It is wrong because they did say you'd be able to buy clothes and stuff, but they wasn't going to make it a pay to survive experience.
We absolutely hate all this. You've got to pay for everything. You've got to pay to progress. We're against that completely. We're not going to do anything like that. And then they just go, fuck you guys. You want guns? Pay us more.
Which is essentially what they've done.
Yeah, at least DayZ, they've gone out and said, well, you've got to pay for the early access if you want it, but after that, we keep on adding more stuff in.
Yeah. You got to pay for it anyway.
That's
when it's finished.
If you want it when it comes out, it's going to be 35
Yeah.
quid. So you can get it for 15. You can help us develop it. You know, you can make suggestions. We'll be adding new stuff in, adding vehicles in. You'll see the progression as you go, and then when it comes out, you've still got a game that you would have had to pay 35 quid for.
And you're already better than everyone else who hasn't got it.
So they've done it right. H1Z1 wrong.
Yeah. Which does surprise me because PlanetSide 2 is pretty good.
PlanetSide is awesome, and I
Which
will
is
stand
also
on the hills and say
it's
that.
also on early access for PS4 at the moment.
Yeah, but that's got the exact same premise, which means that it's a free to play. You can just go on and just mill about and just sort of get by with the bare necessities, and you can still have pretty good time on it.
You still
But
get access to a lot of stuff though. on the free.
You do. I mean, you've got to put a lot of hours in to get anything decent, because it's all, sort of experience and credits and all that sort of stuff. And it's, it's one of these things where it's just like, oh well, if you want to triple the amount of XP you earn or triple the amount of money you earn, then subscribe or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's still just an option. You just go, well, I don't really play it that much. I'll just
Well,
sort of
we
keep it as it
didn't
is.
do too bad on the free version.
No, we've done fine. I've taken down people many levels higher than me. So I don't think that's it's a fine system. It's good to do. And then when the same guys come out and say we're making something that's completely free, you don't have to pay for anything, I'm just like, bullshit over here. I'm calling bullshit on this because that doesn't make any sense. That goes completely against what you've made previously, and also you wouldn't make any income from it if you just say the only thing you're going to have to pay for with this game is just new outfits and stuff if you want them. Then everyone's going to go, well, fuck the outfits.
Yeah.
What? I've got 1 billion guns.
What they should have just
Why would I
done
want-
is made it like you didn't need PS Plus to play. You could play it online without PS Plus, but you had to buy the game.
No, do you know what would have sated me, and I would have been fine with all this if they'd have just come out and said it.
Yeah.
If they'd have said, well, "This is what we're going to make. It's going to be, you've got to pay for airdrops and weapons and stuff." If people go, DayZ, I can just get everything I want in one go, and I'll just leave it at that. Then that's fine. You're on open ground.
Yeah.
But then to spend £15 for an early access, which means you won't even get the full game for another year or so, and you've still got to buy stuff to do anything, which means that if you're, not particularly well off and you can't really afford to go and blow £20 a month on just random airdrops, everyone else who can afford it will do.
Yeah.
Which means you're going to get the fucking shit kicked out of you all day long.
I just find it weird because DayZ is coming out on PS4, and why have a game that's obviously it is in competition with DayZ,
Oh, absolutely.
no matter what anyone says, and then just hinder it from the get-go
Yeah.
when you've got this head start, because we don't know when DayZ is coming out for PS4.
It's 2016.
So next year then. So
Yeah.
they've already got their head start. H1Z1, when it was first revealed, was already in a better state than DayZ. According to this early access, it's not. It's just as glitchy and shit looking.
Yeah.
But they basically pulled a Microsoft.
Yeah, that's exactly what they've done.
Um,
Do you know what would have solved all their issues if they just said early access alpha, £25, free airdrops.
yeah,
You get like 5 a week or something.
and then
That way they still make the money. People aren't getting completely overloaded with, bazookas and stuff. And then when the game does come out, people are made aware of the fact that they will have to pay for these airdrops. But because they bought it ahead of time and they've given them support and feedback and that money to start with,
Yeah.
then when it comes out and it is free to play and everyone has to pay for stuff, then you're better off in the long run. That would make more sense. More people would be interested if you just came out and were open with the.
I'm gonna put it out there right now. That's what they're gonna do.
True.
Yeah, they're gonna turn around and go, yeah, people aren't happy with this. Those of you who bought the early access by this date, whatever date, you all get free airdrops. If you bought it after said date, you don't.
Well, you get like event tickets and things like that. But do you know what the really annoying thing for me was? It was the fact that they said, if you pay like £15, you get like 4 event tickets or 3 event tickets, 2 crates, which I assume are the airdrop things. I may be wrong, and then 1 crate key, which means that you get 2 crates and you can only open 1 of them. Which means you've got to go and buy additional keys, and I doubt very much that they're going to sell them individually, which means you'll go and buy 5 at least, use that on your other one, go, well, I've got 3 left over, I might as well buy another airdrop, and then get some more, and then that's it. They've already made like an extra 6 or 7 quid out of it.
Easy. But, I mean, like,
And it's just so cheap and underhanded.
DC Universe, you've got like the marketplace, you can buy new stuff, or once a day, if you're not a premium member, you can go in the vault.
Yeah, and
Just
there's
get
loads of
random
XP.
stuff for free. Like you can get outfits
Yeah.
and stuff from there as well. It's all randomly generated.
Well, it's usually sort of like XP and cash and stuff.
Yeah.
But they put a cap on the amount that you can spend and stuff like that unless you become a subscriber. And And if they want to make it a subscription service, they just need to say it. Because if they're doing it as it is, it's just not going to work, and it's just going to be broken, and people have spent good money on it, and will have to continue spending money on it to keep ahead of the curve.
This is the problem. People are throwing money at early accesses and then complaining when they don't work. And it's like, granted, in this case, you didn't really know until you bought it. But usually it's a case of like DayZ. It says it on the Steam page. It's like, this is an early access. It's not finished.
It says it every
it's
time
broken.
You load it up.
Don't complain.
Yeah.
You've paid. You were made aware of it. That's fine. It's fair enough.
Absolutely. I completely agree.
But
if it comes out and tells you straight away that there are issues with this, it is not working properly, it's not representative of the final version. If you then go to them and say, I fell through the floor, they go, well, what the fuck do you expect? Yeah. That's exactly what we told you. It's not finished yet.
Let us know as a bug report. We're probably already looking into it. But because of people like you, Dan, who are buying into early accesses, the way I see games now, like Assassin's Creed Unity, for example, that's just a 40 quid early access. Developers are just rushing games out because they know people will buy them. They're broken because they know they can just update it with patches and fix it later on. People at Ubisoft sit there and go, this has got to be out for Christmas. It's like, well, we're not finished, we'll get it out. We'll do the rest of the levels as DLC, fuck it.
True, but that's what everyone's been doing with movie license games forever.
Yeah, but
they're always just a completely bullshit
a movie license game. Except Wolverine Origins, that was really fucking good. And it was Gears of War with claws. It was brutal. It was ace.
Gears of
Claws. Oh, why didn't they just call it that?
Because they would have got sued immediately.
All right. Beards and claws.
Beards and claws.
Yeah, that'll work there. Ah, you're good at this game, Dan.
Oh man, I'm the best. I only misheard you as well, and I still came out with something better.
I said beers, alcoholic
right.
beverages.
Oh right, okay.
But that doesn't go as well.
Shit.
Alcoholic beverages and claws. It's not really got the same ring to it. Anyway, what's coming up on the old channel?
Well, I don't know, to be honest, because a lot of the stuff we were previously doing is all gone and fucked off. So we may
possibly
look into doing a different Minecraft series, depending on what mods and stuff are available, what takes our fancy.
Because actually, Tekkit, which is the launcher we use for Minecraft because of the cool mods and stuff, has had a big fat update.
Yeah, it took fucking ages, but eventually updated, and there's some extra stuff on there. So we'll have a dig through, see if there's anything that we like, which again could be sort of like nice and interesting. Oh right, yeah, very good. See, I'm not even paying attention, and I'm still doing them.
You're the pun master.
Well, excuse me. But if not, we'll probably go back to Magicraft Minosaurs, have a bit of a revamp, do things up again, and just crack on with that. Space Engineers, again, all lost, so we'll go in a new server with just a bunch of asteroids rather than just 4. But we'll get some new cool mods and stuff with that. We'll build some new bases. I got Theme Hospital on the Origin free game thing that they did the other week, so I've got Theme Hospital, which is just the fucking best. So
is it a HD remake?
Might do that. Is it bollocks? Everyone's like 4 pixels. What are you on about?
Well, I've been playing GTA on Xbox One over the weekend, and I'm actually thinking I might just do a GTA video.
Good idea.
Because, I'll be honest, it was quite funny. I've managed to find, I can't remember the name of the flowers now, but I found 3 flowers, sorry, and turned myself into animals.
Nice.
All of them birds. The first one I got all the way up to Mount Chiliad because it was on the top.
Yeah.
I've eaten it, turned into a seagull. And it comes up, it's like press A to take off and stuff. So I took off and then hit a tree and died instantly. Woke up.
Wow.
And Michael was just flapping his wings. And then I was like, fuck's sake. So I found the location of another one, got that one. I turned into a fucking, like a blackbird. Shit on a couple of people. Hit a fucking bus stop, died. And then it was another seagull, I think it was, after that.
Where's all the bears and the mountain lions? You need to go down and maul people.
The problem is, all the ones that I've found, I've had to, like, call in the blimp to get to. And as soon as I get
Right.
halfway there, I think this is quite high up, it's going to be another bird. And then obviously I get there and it is. So I need to find some on the floors. I want to turn into like a cougar or something.
Yeah, and just run rampant in the city.
It's quite cool though. It's hard to fly though.
Well, the helicopters and stuff.
It's easier to fly the helicopter.
Wow, okay, that's
It's
something.
really like slow turning and that. Because
Yeah.
they just soar. But
Well, yeah, a GTA video would be.
yeah, I might do a
appreciated. I'd like to
GTA
see
video.
this animal.
Animality. That's the new word. Grand Theft Auto
Yeah.
Animality.
Well, I've just nicked that from Mortal Kombat.
It
so
works.
probably not.
Other than that though, I might do some Sunset. Maybe some
yeah.
Mordor. Possibly, maybe. Get quite good at Mordor.
I might have to join you on that. Cause I can feel it in my bones that there's another Steam sale coming up soon.
It's worth it.
So I'm going to have a look about, see what's going. Resident Evil HD remake is obviously now out.
It is.
As is the Grim Fandango
Yes.
PC remastered thing. And I was nearly going to buy that today.
I think I'll get it PS4, I think.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, because I can play it.
Well, it's not. I've already checked for multiplayer. So.
There's no multiplayer. It's a single player game.
Well, no, but I mean, if it's a remastered one, maybe they added in some mooching about online together or something, but they haven't.
No, it's a complete story thing. But the only reason is you get the Vita version for free.
Oh, sweet.
And obviously, with the cloud saves, I can carry on progress on each one. So
Yeah.
I'll probably end up getting it for that for value for money.
Yeah, well, if again that comes up in a sale soon, I'll probably pick that up because I don't think I ever played it on the original
It's
PlayStation.
amazing.
Yeah,
I
and,
think it was only out on PC. I think that's why it was such a surprise that it was a PS4 console exclusive.
Oh,
I'm
right,
sure
okay.
it was only out on PC.
I don't know. I thought it was on PlayStation, but that's from 15 years ago. It's all muddled, that part of it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
That's pretty. I'd say so. I've got nothing else, Dan. That's it.
No, me neither.
We've gone. I'm actually just looking, and no platforms original Microsoft Windows, remastered PlayStation 4, Vita, Windows, Mac, and Linux.
That's mad. I honestly could have sworn that it's on PlayStation.
Well, you're wrong.
I am indeed.
Anyway, that's all we got time for this week. As always, Dan, the last three things you looked at closely.
My phone.
Yep.
Watching.
I don't really lie story.
All right. My finger, because it was like bleeding goo.
What?
So I put a plaster on it. I don't know. It was weird. It was like all the clotting agents in my blood had just sort of spewed outside of my finger, which is quite odd.
That is quite odd.
So I put a plaster
I'm
on that.
hoping the last thing you looked at was the numbers as you dialed the ambulance.
No, I'm not dying or anything. It was just leaking everywhere. It was a bit annoying. And the date on the milk, because I had a bowl of cereal earlier. I just had to make sure that it was all okay.
Was it?
What date is it? Yeah, it's fine. I didn't actually check. I'm just so used to just looking at it and just go, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's got
That wasn't milk, Dan.
It's fine. Oh my god, that's the day that Fahrenheit is supposed to be released. Maybe some sort of paranormal activity.
Coincidence.
Maybe
And
so.
you can actually get milk out of the fridge in Fahrenheit.
Yeah, could you overdose on drugs?
Yeah, paracetamol when you had a headache.
Well,
No. If
Oh, wait, no, that
if
was-
you had a drink,
That was if you mixed it with alcohol.
you can have a
Yeah,
drink of
yeah.
whiskey.
I love the fact it was like immediately as well. You just have painkillers, booze, then just splat on the floor.
I'm pretty sure I did it as well the first time round.
Oh, I did it. Yeah, you've got to
Oh, it's such a good game.
make it, you fuckers. If you haven't already, and it's coming out on the
I think
29th,
we should just play it anyway.
do it. Do you reckon? I reckon I can pick up a PC version. Pretty
I
cheap.
reckon we can.
Well, probably not anymore because if there was a big hype about it,
Yeah, they've probably gone
it's
up
just gonna
again.
go- I don't know. I had a $5 on it. Fuck it. why not?
Psychonauts are still well expensive. Yeah, it's annoying. Anyway, thanks for listening. Check out our website, podcastversusplayer.com or .co.uk if you want to mix it up a little bit. You can follow us on Twitter at podcastvplayer. And you can email us at, what is it, Dan?
It's playervpodcast
Yes, it is.
at gmail.com.
Oh, well done, I'm so proud.
Thanks.
After making the account and doing it wrong, you finally remembered what it's called.
Are you just going to mention this every
Yes.
single time?
Because it aggravates me.
Well, I'd remake another one, but, you know, all the fans have got this one now.
Exactly.
Where else are they going to send their pictures of penises and stuff to?
They got our home addresses.
That's true.
Anyway, thanks for listening. We will see you next week. Say goodbye, Dan.
Bye.
Oh, yes.